Alright, so we've got the Yamaha front storage box. It's the OEM box. We're going to install it on that beast over there today. Don't mind the mess. It's dirty as hell. Dirty as fuck. Alright, so comes in this really nice plastic bag. Might keep that for later. So apparently this box is supposed to fit right into the luggage rack on the front of this ATV. I think the parts are inside. So yeah, you can see right here the grooves for this to sit right in there. So yeah, that's pretty neat.
It has cup holders.
Two of them, you'll notice. So I can have my Coors Light and my wife's uncle's Bud Light here when we're out on the trail. Don't drink and drive, kids. So inside here, oh, that's gonna drive me nuts. And then, alright, so we've got an instruction sheet. I'll have some close-ups of that later on, and I'll put some links to the PDF in the notes below. And so, got a hardware kit here with all the pieces. So, full disclosure, I did a little bit of looking. There's two mounting plates in here that have a rubber, something to kind of deaden the noise, I think. And those go up underneath on the back, and I'll show you that in a moment. And then on the front here, it actually replaces this screw here and this screw over here right up through the top of the box here. So we're going to remove those two screws first, and then there's some spacers here. These go down underneath here, and then they've got a replacement bolt for each side to go right down in there. So we're going to grab some tools and get started. So something I've already noticed about this is these rubber pieces are pretty easy to work with. You'll notice there's no lock on this piece here though, and instead they've got a hasp here. That's pretty hefty thing, and that's not something you're going to cut with a pocket knife or a buck knife or whatever you've got going on. I'll cut to another video of a coal pin box that we have on the back of my wife's Yamaha that the rubber hasps look like they'd be pretty easy to cut. I haven't actually tried to do it, but they're pretty flexible. Looks like it wouldn't be too difficult. So yeah. So here's the other pieces I was talking about from the coal pin ones. I know it's kind of dirty in here, my bad, but these things, I'm not super thrilled with them. They're just rubber. I don't see that it would be too difficult to just kind of cut through here with a pocket knife. It's pretty flexible, as you can see, so there's no metal or anything in here that's going to prevent, you know, even with this thing locked, from me just kind of cutting right across here with a knife. So it's one more thing I like about this Yamaha factory box. Biometric tap and die set, because I ain't got shit, so we're gonna just wrench this fucker on there. Actually leave this guy out. this guy. Goes in the way he should. All right. The next step is these rubber strips come on with the 3M backing that we're going to just put right on the back or the front face of this here. And make sure we line up the holes. Just like so. Put it on there, and what that does is that's going to help dampen the noise from the box, because that's going to be up against the bars for the luggage rack. We'll take care of that on both sides of here. Line up those holes. Just like so. And then these bars fit up underneath. I think.
Better not put that in the video.
What's that?
And then these bars go up under here, I think.
Right. So we roll like that. Remember these damn things. Oh crap. Sorry, I screwed up. We're missing a piece over here. Sorry. Wish I had an extra hand.
Detail.
I missed these pieces.
Is that why it's not going on?
No, that one's stripped out. So when we had this pulled apart last year, one of us, there's these pieces here. There's 2 gold ones and 4 silver ones. The gold ones, you'll notice these bolts fit through, and they're there to act as a bushing around the plastic inside, so you're not pulling the bolt through the plastic of your wheeler or your luggage box. So it ends up like that, going on down through there. Alright, same thing for this. This is going to go up from the bottom, and then on the top here you're going to have 2 of these going down through the plastic, followed up by 2 of these bolts. And what you'll see is on the back side here, this is threaded through, so it's kind of like a blind nut. You don't have to worry about holding a wrench or anything on underneath there. So we're going to try to slide this on underneath here. Right up there. So you can see I got this aligned underneath here. Right there. Back it up. And then we're going to put this little washer on and just hand thread it. Grab another one. And another washer. And do the same thing over here. Just hand tight for now. Alright, so this is mostly done. I've got to get a tap for this one here just because this bolt hole is cross-threaded. I don't know if we did that or if that was done from the factory. I don't think we've had this rack off before, so I think that was a factory job. Inside this thing, it's actually a pretty nice deal. It's got a weather gasket here around the rim, and this edge is raised considerably from the rest of it, so I think it'll do a pretty good job of holding the water out. My only concern is this seam right here. There's a bit of separation there, but you know, because it's all recessed up inside there, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. So looking inside the box here, got a flashlight because it's a little dark. There's a nice little drain hole here. Pop that out, drain this box when you swamp it. And over here, we're gonna have to, probably before I go wheeling, I'll get something so I can redo this bolt hole here. Put the proper bolt and the washer in there. You can see what this looks like on the inside here. Those bolts are tightened. I won't say they're He-Man tight, but they're about as tight as they're gonna go. So sucked everything up. Those washers are gonna help keep some separation there. And here's the front one for comparison. I will say, this thing, where you know, the 3 points where there's something on here, it's pretty on here rock solid. This corner is a little loose just because we didn't bolt this one down, but overall I think it's a pretty nice looking spiel. And pull the stick out of here from our last woods wheeling adventure. So that's what we got. Hopefully the video doesn't suck too bad. Like and subscribe or some shit.